Streaming. Hello TVR creators, TVR universe. I am Dave from TV Random Creators, and I'm here to show you the differences between mirrorless cameras and your phone and how good they both are. But the differences are both and the pros and cons are both, so do not go anywhere because I'm pumped for today's video. So if you're getting value from this video and you're enjoying the content, please give us a like and a share and subscribe to this channel. Alright, welcome to today's live stream. I'm so excited today. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're here live, awesome, give us a thumbs up. If you're here later, watch us later on, give us a thumbs up, comment below how much value you're getting today. I just want to say thank you so much. Briefly, before we carry on or go anywhere, I just want to thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart for getting me over 200 subscribers. I know it's not millions, but it means so much. And each and every single one of you, thank you so much for your support, and especially those of you that have been commenting weekly basis and coming in each week. I just want to say thank you so much. So let's crack on with some awesome content. You're going to get value from this video. Alright, so basically today I want to talk about the differences between your mirrorless camera and your phone. And there's those of you out there that I know from previous conversations, very recent conversations, you've been thinking, do I get the the new Canon M50 that I will perhaps go over a little bit later on, or I probably will. And also, for those of you that have been using your phone or thinking, is my phone good enough, I'm going to also tell you here how good your phone is and what you can do with your phone. So do not go anywhere. I just want to start briefly with today's video and how important I think it is to get some decent gear. Now, I know that's going to probably be a bit of contradictory with what I'm going to say over this video, but I really want to show you the pros and cons. For me personally, I'm a bit old school, and I don't know if you can see this in the on the camera, but I prefer and love the M50. This is the Canon M50. It's been around for a year or so now, maybe slightly longer, about 2 years actually, I believe, but I've only had this about a year, and it's an absolutely amazing camera. Now, I know I've just posted a video, those of you that know, and I've got about 3 videos on this camera and how much I love this camera. So I probably won't repeat myself, but for those of you that are new here and not been here before, I'm Dave from TVR Creators, and I absolutely love this camera. It's just amazing. Now, the kit lens comes with it is 15 to 45. It's an absolutely brilliant. I know I had to look at that because bad memory. But the kit lens that comes with it is brilliant, and because it starts at 15, it gives you a really wide angle shot. So that makes it really good for if you're doing blogs, if you're out and about, if you want to get some good scenery in the background. You don't want it too zoomed on your face. And another thing to bear in mind, that's something you may know, but if you don't, I'm going to tell you now. If you don't have a wide angle lens, quite often, even when you're zoomed out, it will look like the camera's literally in your face, and it doesn't look the best of shot. And to be honest, as you get more familiar with your cameras and stuff, you'll probably find, oh, that looks a bit unprofessional, or it looks a bit like, okay, I'm literally stretching my arm out way out here, and still it looks like the camera's literally in my eyeball. So, just bear that in mind. And that's a really cool thing about your phone, because with your phone, with a lot of phones now, they do tend to shoot video and photos in a wide angle shot, and obviously you can tinker around with that. They have different formats and stuff like that, 16 by 9 and blah blah blah. But what's really cool about that, and that's something I want to get onto later, of one of the things you can do with your phone. But what I love about this camera, actually, say if you're doing a what's known as a head video, I suppose you could say what I'm doing now, or my weekly Tuesday videos. If you haven't seen any of them yet, check them out. 7 o'clock, I've got a whole playlist on them. Yeah. And basically what I would say, if you're doing a head video, basically just record yourself like I'm now. And what's really cool actually is with an SLR or a mirrorless camera like the M50, with or most of their lenses, what tends to happen is, say if you want to, I can't really do it with a webcam, but say you've got something close up like that, that's a bit of branding there, but but with the webcam, obviously it doesn't really do it. But with an SLR or mirrorless camera like this is, when you put, say, an object like right up to the lens, it doesn't really show here, but it will autofocus on that object. It just looks really professional. And also, you know that film look that a lot of you probably want, you know, if you're doing short films or you want to make your videos look more professional. Obviously with something like the M50, you can get that, you know, that focus. So it focuses on one object. You know, if you just want to have the person talking, you maybe want the background a little bit blurred, you know, give that film feel, and you don't want to mess around in post and special effects. You can do that all with a proper lens, and that's the difference. That's much harder to produce with a phone. Now, saying that, I do believe it's not completely impossible to do with high-end phones, but not everybody has a top-of-the-range phones, and I think you have to tinker around with that, and it's not always brilliant. Please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but what I do find though, this does it naturally, and this is why I love this camera. It doesn't seem to do, there's not much it doesn't seem to do, and that's what I love about it. Another thing I love about these cameras, unlike with a phone, you know, if you're doing your selfie, or whatever, you can see what you're doing, and most of us naturally start look at the screen, and you know, people that are a bit picky, or if you're a bit of a perfectionist like I am, you will look at the, you know, the you look at the screen rather than the actual lens, and because of that, it looks slightly disjointed, disconnected from the audience, your viewers, you guys, and you guys are the most important, and that's something you want to bear in mind. So just bear that in mind a lot. So if you're getting value from this video and you're enjoying the content, please give us a like and a share and subscribe to this channel. Alright, let's make sure the sound works. I just want to have a little test. Before we carry on, I just want to see if the sound's cracking, going great. Anyway, just crack on. So what I love about the M50, I'm so pumped up today with this video. I really want to share with you some little tips of why I love mirrorless cameras, especially the M50, but some of the pros I like about a phone. I'll get to that later. Now, what I love about this particular camera, obviously the kit lenses are brilliant. You can interchange them like you can with most, you know, entry-level cameras or professional cameras. So that's really cool. You can get literally any lens you want depending on, you know, what you want to do. If you've got an older lens, like I haven't got it with me now, but I've got an older 300mm, and if I wanted to, I could just get an adapter and I could just put it on my new camera and take really nice, you know, things way in the distance and stuff like that. So sort of bear that in mind as well. So it's very cool. But what I love about these sort of cameras, and some of the newer ones actually, not just the M50, they come out with a pop-up top screen, so you can, you know, a bit like a phone, so you can sort of see it. Oh, that's not a good angle, I apologise for that. But basically, if you can imagine, they pop up at the top and you can see straight away. Well, obviously with this, you have to sort of turn it around. But to be fair, someone commented, you may be watching this now, that they found it annoying with the jack. And you know, that's probably the only gripe I find with this camera. And I've been using this on a weekly basis now for the last 6 months, literally non-stop. If it's photo taking or video taking, literally all my main videos, I use this camera. I just love it. I thought I'd give it a break, let the webcam take the point. But with the mic jack, I don't know if you can see that. Sorry, it's a bit blurred. But basically, you know, if you plugged in your external microphone and then you think, oh damn, I haven't quite set up, I don't know, the camera in the right position, or I forgot to turn the screen, you know, the right way round. Obviously, you can't turn it once the jack's in. Well, you could, but then you'd end up breaking your mic cable, the mic jack, or, you know, or whatever. So that's a slight gripe. So perhaps the mic jack would have been better, perhaps on the other side, or perhaps that's probably why a lot of cameras now that are literally coming out now are coming with pop-up back screens. So perhaps that's why they thought of that, and also I suppose it just makes it even easier. And I don't know about you, I'm all about making things as productive and as easy as possible and as quick as possible, but being productive with it. And that's something that I would love to see from the Mark II, which, if you want to see more about what I personally would like for the Mark II, after this live stream, go and check out this week's video, which is all about what I would love from the Mark II. So yeah, so I would definitely say that the advantages to having a proper camera, you know, it just produces amazing video. You can do your thumbnails on it, take some great pictures. Something I love to do with these, you know, it just feels more professional. You're out and about. As some of you may know, I love going out on my walks, taking some great pictures. And some of the pictures, if you find my first M50 video, which is in the Tuesday playlist, I just took some random shots. I wasn't even trying, and I'm not just saying this for the video, honestly. I was literally just like, bam, bam, oh, that's an interesting tree, bam. And, you know, you're so surprised by how it focuses particular objects, because it really is a great camera. Now this is just an old phone I've got. This is nothing special. It's not even my actual phone. This is an old phone, and I just want to talk about what you can do with your phone. Or just briefly, actually, live TV. Another thing you can do with this camera, and with a lot of modern cameras, is they have Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, so you can actually connect it straight to your phone. And if you're taking pictures on the go, you can you don't have to have a laptop or PC or whatever. You can transfer your pictures straight over to your phone and post them straight to social media, you know, Instagram, Twitter, whatever platforms you use. So, you know, you haven't got the, oh, you know, I'll have to get a PC, and, you know, and if you already knew that, awesome. If you didn't, you've learned something today, and, you know, that's something to just bear in mind. Now, you know, obviously the advantages of having your phone, most of us have got a phone. I like to think that 98% of you watching now have a phone. I know for a fact, because YouTube tells me, that at least 70% of you watch these videos on your phone. So, you know, you literally got the phone right in front of you, which is really cool. This isn't even, I don't even know it's even charged, it doesn't really matter. But the advantages of having a phone is you have one already, an obvious one. Cameras nowadays tend to be pretty good. And something that I've heard a lot spoken about recently, and I'm a massive fan of it, is just sort of, you know, start with what you got. I think it's so correct. And you can actually get frames now that you can connect your phone into, and you know, you could put an external microphone, connect to the bottom. You can get like little lights, and obviously phones come with lights as well. That's something that we don't all use, but you can get like mini lights that go onto like this little frame. So basically like a frame, the best way to describe it, or a rack. And you just put your phone in the middle, you know, you can put your microphone on top, that sort of thing. And, you know, you've instantly got your personal film kit. And hashtag have a drink, Dave. That's good, that's good. So what I would really say then is obviously start with what you got. And I would say that your phone is a great tool. Now you can edit on your phone, they were brilliant. I've been completely Dumbledore, as I call it, the name of it. But there's loads and loads of video apps that allow you to, you know, Video Leap is one, ShotGo, Adobe Rush, they're all coming to me now, and there's loads of other ones. Just go on one of the stores. And what I would highly recommend, actually, I'm not going to say to you which one to get, or you're already using one, great. I would say, personally, download a couple of freebies. There's always demos and, you know, 30-day trials and that sort of thing, and there's lots of free ones as well. And I would say just download 2 or 3. And the reason I say that is I spent years and years editing with a particular program. I'm not going to say what it was, and you know, it was good. But then, you know, I came across another program years later, and I was like, why didn't I use this before? I wish I knew about this before. So what I would highly recommend is download 2 or 3 video apps, video editing apps, sorry, and just tinker with each one. And I think most of you will probably grasp, I don't mean that in that sort of way, but what I mean is most of you will, you know, soon realise which one you prefer. So, you know, once you've gone, you know, actually I really like this one, and, you know, I might like a different one to you, and vice versa. You might go, oh Dave, this one's really good, and I might try and go, no, I'm not keen, and, you know, that sort of thing. And then use the one that you use. It doesn't matter which one you use. I personally would go for the simplest one possible, and the reason I say that is quite a lot of editing tools now, and they sometimes have so many different transitions and effects, and something I've talked about in the videos. So, you know, check out my playlist. But what I would say is sometimes simple is more, and you're probably thinking what? But, you know, for most of you, you just want to edit your videos quick. You just want a few transitions, maybe put a title in or a little intro if you want. But, you know, you don't want all the over-the-top stuff. You know, if you do down the road, great. Get something more complex, great. But, you know, even now, I've been editing for 15, 20 years or whatever it is. And I would say that quite often I'm happy with just, you know, I just want different versions of a smooth transition. I just put my clips together. I've got very good now. I literally bam, 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 make a video within an hour type of thing. And, you know, very rarely do I need lots of unnecessary transitions that I would never use or effects. And occasionally I'll tinker around. I think it's good to play around with different things. But I also think that sometimes less is more. It's a bit like with your thumbnail, you know, as I've said in previous videos, you know, if you have, you know, just a picture and a couple of words, it looks far more professional and effective, and you'll get a higher click rate just because it's simpler than trying to be over, you know, having lots of different pictures or lots of writing that all blurred together, and it just looks messy. And so I would say the same with editing, so pick out one for that. But basically, the advantage of a phone, they take great photos, great video, and you can edit on the go, which is also a tool, which is great. I personally don't, which is a bit contradictory, but that's only because I'm a bit old school. I still prefer sitting down as I'm here with my PC or laptop occasionally, but mainly one of my PCs, and I just like to edit on that. And if you like doing that, give us a thumbs up, put in the comments below later. And I don't know, I personally just prefer, you know, having a keyboard and mouse. I don't know, it's probably just my age. And, you know, and that's something that, you know, bear in mind, where a lot of you guys probably prefer, you know, as I said earlier, 70% of you are watching this on your phone, if not more. So that just says it all. And more content creators now are using their phone. So please don't think, oh, I've only got a phone, or my videos won't be any good because I've only got a phone. Your phone is a brilliant tool. Like I said, it takes brilliant photos, it takes brilliant video. To most people's standards, it's probably just as good as you'll ever need. And you're probably thinking, well, why do I need something like the Canon M50? You know, this basically should be my sponsor, hint, hint. But, you know, joking aside, I don't know, there's a certain things you can just only do with a proper camera still, let's face it. I mean, it feels more professional for a start, and the video and photos are better. I don't care what anyone says. You can do much more tinkering with it. You know, you can put on a nice tripod. It's separate from your phone, so it hasn't got all your apps messing with it. And sometimes it's just nice to have that separate object that's just away from your phone. I don't know about you, but with all the social media and all the apps you've got, sometimes, if anything, it's just nice to have something that's just separate from the phone. You know, it's just something that's just like, you know what, I'm just going to get the camera, put it on a tripod. And I'm going to say, actually, that your number one friend, I'll say this a lot, is, you know, probably ultimately is your phone. But I'm going to say your probably best friend when it comes to filming, especially if you film by yourself, and I know most of you do, is, you probably will agree with this, is your tripod. And you don't have to spend the earth. You can go on the internet or your local store. I'm trying not to say any names. I know, yeah. But you only need a cheap tripod. Even if you've got an expensive camera, you might think, what? But honestly, the camera I'm using now, which this webcam is on, I believe it only cost me about 15 quid, £15. And it's just a basic starter tripod that I've had forever, since I probably started making videos way back when, and it's still going strong, and it's been everywhere. It's been Scotland, it's been up hills, it's been around the city, it's travelled up down the country. Do you know what I mean? It's had some wear and tear, and I like to think I look after my stuff, so it's survived, and it's still going strong. I still use it on a weekly basis, so that just proves that you don't have to spend, you know, get a professional tripod or spend, I don't know, 100 quid or whatever on what looks like the best one. And I'm not saying you shouldn't. If you want to do that, by all means do it, because sometimes it just feels better. I mean, I can't remember exactly now, but about a year or two ago I decided that I wanted a proper tripod, just because I had the M50 and had a couple of newer cameras, and it just felt more professional. I wanted to take myself to the next level, that sort of thing. But I wouldn't necessarily say it's any better than my original tripod. It's just a bit more weighty. It just feels nicer when you carry it. What's really cool about it, I'll perhaps go and get it later, is it does actually pop out the top, so you can actually use it like a selfie stick, which is quite cool. Or if I'm just doing some moving shots, or even if I'm doing some, like, you know, B-roll for video, that sort of thing, so I can just pop it out, put my camera on top of it, walk as I'm talking, as you'll see in the segment in a moment. And that's how I did this. So when you watch this clip in a minute, bear in mind I was using the M50 on the popped out part of my tripod, walking in one of my favourite locations to bring you guys value. I've see what I did there. And you know, and it just bear in mind these little tools you can use, and there's lots of different versions. And again, I'm not saying you should rush out and start buying 50 tripods, but maybe get a couple. It's always handy to have a second one anyway. Sometimes if you're making a film and that sort of thing, to have a second or even a third tripod. But maybe get 2 different types, like I was saying with the video editing, and just a spare man. You might think, oh, I really like this type, and that becomes your main tripod, and then eventually you might get another one like it. I've had the, I don't know, like the rank ones, whatever you call them, and I don't like them because they take too long. By the time I've done that, I feel like I could have, you know, walked around the block sort of thing and made dinner. I like ones that literally just pop out, you know, the feet just pop out, bam, 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 tripod ready, doof, you know, off you go. I don't like having things take ages, because I just want to, I don't know about you, but, and feel free again to comment within the live comments or in the comments below. Let's just see what's going on there. And I would highly recommend using your tripod for that, and just experiment with your tripod and that sort of thing, to bear that in mind. So just watch this clip now and just bear in mind I've used my M50, I'm walking in the selfie part of my tripod, and that's how I did this shot. So let's check this out. So if you're getting value from this video and you're enjoying the content, please give us a like and a share and subscribe to this channel. Alright. Let's see what's going on, people. Let's see what's going on. So yeah, so as you can see then, that's how I did that clip. I was walking with the inner part of my oh, I can't talk today. The part of my tripod that pops out with my M50 on top of it. And you know, I was just walking, and I just thought it was an interesting shot. And you may have seen, those of you that have seen my dyslexia film, my mate Polo is a very good cameraman. I had this awesome idea. I think it was me that came up with it. See, must be Friday. Anyway, we had this idea shot, where the camera was going to be in. We were going to use the wireless part of the tripod, and then we're going to pull out the top and pull away. I don't know if you've seen that on Instagram. I like to follow quite a lot of filmmakers and stuff. And I saw this cool thing, it's probably where I got it from, the fair, where they were using their phone actually, and they zoomed in on the shot and pulled out really quick. And it just looked really cool and effective. So we basically got the camera like right up in my face, and then we pulled it way up about 10-15 feet in the air, and then brought it back, and then ran back with the tripod. And it just gave this really cool, fluent shot. So I'd highly recommend be creative, and you know, and if you've got maybe a tripod that has multiple uses, if you will, you know, it makes your shots more creative, and you don't necessarily have to have a second person filming shot. This is what I love about a tripod. You can put it anywhere, and still shots are great. I've done some great films with still shots, but sometimes it just makes a film, if you know, I know I've gone on a bit of a tangent now, but if you're looking at making a short film, quite often, you know, having a tripod and you know, being able to do your own shots, and you know, you haven't always got a second person. If you have, great, but I'm sure those of you that don't will think, you know what, I need a tripod, I need you know, there's different shots, and perhaps you can mix and match, so you can have a lot of static shots, and then from that you could then, you know, hold and you know, film your feet running, and that could show the, you know, passage of time or the character running. Then you could have a still shot of you crouched behind a rock or a tree or something. So you know, and it just shows you can do all this literally on your own. And again, you don't have to have a camera. You can do this with your phone. That's what's really cool. This is what I'm loving about this to and froing. You don't have to have a top of the range camera or a film crew to make a decent video nowadays. Being brutally honest, being experimental and creative yourself sometimes gives the best results. Sometimes it's just easier just to think, right, I've got a vision in my head, or if you're better to write it down. But I personally, you know, I have a script or bullet points, and I quite often will think, you know what, I have a vision, go with it. And then when you come to edit it, either on your phone or on your computer or whatever, or your Mac, and you'll go, you know what, actually I really like that. And perhaps you could make a video, experiment with camera shots, and from that, you could then use them when you're making videos or short films. And and something that I've sort of done over the years is, if I've came across, when I've been watching professional films, I go, I really like that camera shot. Or sometimes I'll make a video or film and I'll go, I really like the camera shots I've done there. And then, I don't know, a few years down the line, I'll sort of subconsciously remember that, and I will reuse that camera shot because I just really like it and it just really works in a certain content. So, bear in mind, it's all about being creative. And even if you're making videos about, you being a musician, playing your music, if you're, cooking channel and you're making cooking stuff, if you're gaming channels, and I know quite a few of you are gamers, and, you could experiment with different shots and have different things in the background. Just a little cookie. You may have noticed my Roman helmet. I've got 2 of them, and those of you that really know me know I love Rome. I love the history of it. I won't get into it now, but I just thought that'd be a cool little thing in the background. So some of you might go, "Oh, it was a Roman helmet." So I just thought that was really cool. And something I am working on. I do actually have a mini studio where I do my weekly videos, and I will say that for these live streams I plan to use that, but because my main computer is in a different part of the house, that's just where I'm doing it in a minute, so just bear that in mind. Anyway. So if you're getting value from this video and you're enjoying the content, please give us a like and a share and subscribe to this channel. You're going to get value from this video. Alright! Well, if you guys have not been here before, I'm Dave and TVR Creators. I make weekly YouTube tips on gear and editing and anything to do with filming and YouTube on a weekly basis on Tuesday, 7 o'clock sort of UK time. And also I do random videos when I want to do something a bit deeper, so always look out for them. And I do these live streams once a week, usually on like a Friday now, where I'll go into more detail on a particular topic that I've perhaps asked about and that sort of thing. And I just want to say, I hope this video is bringing you value. And I just wanted to sort of bring some of the pros and cons of sort of the phone. And thinking about it now, I probably haven't gone too many cons, probably because I'm a bit in a positive mood. And ultimately, just saying the cons, I would probably say that ultimately your phone is never going to be quite as good as a camera until phones get ridiculous, but they are getting very close to it. So that's the only con I'm going to throw out there. And obviously we did mention about the jack. Oh, there's that ghost again. But so I hope this has been useful. So please don't go anywhere, because I'm going to do like a after show where I'm just going to give a few little tips on a YouTube channel, and then I will leave you for the evening. So for the core fans, carry on watching. If you've got this far in the video, thank you so much. And feel free to check out my merch. If you got value today, yeah, there it is. And I'm always mixing around, changing around. The link is in the description. So feel free to check them out. T-shirts and hoodies and mugs and stuff like that. So feel free. And I just want to thank you guys again for getting me to 200 subscribers. For me, it's just mind-blowing that 200 of you want to watch me talk about stuff. So that's really cool. I appreciate each and every one of you. And those of you that I've been contacting recently, to and fro in ideas, or just sort of, commenting on your videos, you guys really inspire me to keep doing what I'm doing, because, I like to think I bring you guys value, but you guys also give me ideas and inspire me to keep making my videos. So if you don't get anything else from this video, bring value to people and keep doing what you're doing. Do not let anyone or anything stop you. Just keep making value, because you guys rock. Now in a minute I'm going to start the after show, sort of the behind the scenes little feel for you, because I just thought that'd be a bit of fun. And then I'll let you guys decide if I do that again. And actually, in the comments, if you watch this later, feel free to comment below, actually, if you'd like me to do like a review on any of your channels. That's something different. Literally an idea just spawned on today. So if any of you guys are interested in me doing a video review of your channel, any little perks I can help you with, or ideas to perhaps make your channel even better, bring it to that next level, feel free to comment below, and I'll do that in next week's after show. So that'd be a cool little feature. So anyway, so for the main part of the show, thank you so much for watching. The core fans of you that have got this far, thank you so much again. Hope you got value from today. Don't go anywhere if you want a bit more content, because I'm going to do a pre-show where I'm going to go into a bit more on like YouTube stuff and stuff like that. So do not go anywhere. But for those of you that have been here for half an hour now, thank you so much. Just keep doing what you're doing. Have a great weekend. And keep making your videos and get value, and I'm going to shut up and you guys rock. You're going to get value from this video. You're going to get So if you're getting value from this video and you're enjoying the content, please give us a like and a share and subscribe to this channel. Alright, welcome to the pre-show. If you somehow got this far and you can't remember already, I'm Dave from TVR Creators, and I make weekly YouTube tips for you guys, bringing you the absolute best value on a weekly basis on Tuesday. Random videos, live streams, I'm everywhere. If you want to find what I'm doing at any point, check out all our descriptions for the videos, playlists. If you want to see what we're doing, get an update on that. Go on our Twitter page at any time. I'm also on Instagram, those of you know me on Instagram, and I post photos on there and occasional links to videos. But if you want to know what, like literally minute by minute pretty much what's going on here at TVR Creators, check out the Twitter page. Awesome. I just want to say a massive thank you again to the core of you that I talk to personally. Those of you that I know personally or who I'm getting to know as a content creator over the past few weeks and months. I just want to say that you guys rock, you guys are awesome, you guys are the TVR universe, as I originally would call it all, and on the TQ would call that. I just want to say keep doing what you're doing, and as I said previously, if you would like me to do like a little channel review on your personal channel next week, if any of you pipe up, even if you don't comment, you'll inbox me later on, I might do a little link to it, blah blah blah, and I'll perhaps do that in sort of a after show next week. That'd be something quite cool. So if you're interested in that, feel free. Also, actually, for you core fans I've got this far, because this really is for you guys, I would say, you know, when I do this thing. So if you're getting value from this video and you know, when I do that, if any of you interested in being one of them, this shout out to any of you. So if you would like to literally just support the channel and be like, you know, if you're getting value from this video, check out Dave at TVR Creators, literally like 10-20 seconds long, and feel free to just film yourself doing that in any location, whatever, as long as it's not like R-rated. Though that would be funny, but you know, whatever. That's a joke. Right. But what I mean is, you know, in whatever location, you know, just, I don't know, in your bedroom or just wherever, out and about. I think that'd be really cool, and that'd be something I would love to see. So if you want to record yourself doing that, and then send it me on Twitter, and we're trying to see if it's the right video type or whatever. And if my program lets me, I'll put it into one of my weekly Tuesday videos on prime time TVR time. So that'd be really cool. So if you're interested in that as well, feel free to go on that. Also check out the merch. Oh yes, which is great stuff. I do plan to design some new ones soon. I've also got some ideas for Halloween and Christmas as well. So look out for that, keep an eye out. If any of you are interested, feel free to really support the channel by buying any of my merch. For you, those of you that have been watching my stuff forever, on the TV Random mug on the back, I've just got like a little cookie that some of you may recognise. It's just like a sort of thank you. And if you just want to get a little TV Random t-shirt, I've made them cheaper on purpose. So for you core fans, I just want to support the brand. That would mean a lot as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on. I just thought I'd update you on a few things, if you got this far. God. So obviously I've hit 200 subscribers, which is massive, mind blowing. I know I've said that a few times, but I don't care. It's thank you guys, it's because of you, so thank you so much for that. I just want to say that I've been looking at pushing the channel to new levels. I'm trying to push more closer to the 1,000 mark, get there eventually, and all the stuff I'm doing in the background, commuting with you guys, connecting with you guys. I'm enjoying watching all your videos. I've been looking at getting some new gear so I can perhaps use my M50 for these live streams to make the quality better, set up a better background in my studio. I am looking at doing that. It's just finding the time to do that. I know, poor excuse, but it's the truth. But I'm looking to do that for you guys because I want these to be as good and highly valued for you particularly as possible. So if you're watching this now, you really are a core fan. And I just thank you for that. Obviously, I'm doing my weekly videos. The main ones are on Tuesdays. I do plan to make the occasional one or revamp ones in other parts of the week that you may see pop up. Obviously, I'm going to keep doing my live streams because I think you guys get value from them. If you've got any ideas or any topics that you would like me to talk about, feel free to put them in the comments below. I do have loads of ideas and what I plan to do, but I do love to hear from you guys, so please feel free to drop your ideas below, and who knows, it may become one of the videos. So that's really cool, and I know one or two of you have actually done that already, so awesome. And so yeah, so I'm going to shut up now, and there's loads of things I could say. I'm also working on a book about dyslexia in general. As I'm sure a lot of you probably know by now, I do have dyslexia. It's not a biggie, but I just thought it was an interesting topic because of the impact and the reaction my short film got. It was a bit like, oh, could be onto something here. So that's something I'm working on, but that's a long-term project. A few of you have been asking, am I going to make any films? I may do at some point, never say never, but at the moment I want to concentrate on building my channel, and I want to keep posting my photos because I go on weekly walks, sometimes daily walks, but I try to take my camera with me at least once a week, taking a few new pictures that you guys probably see on Instagram, and some of them are on my phone, but it doesn't matter, you get the idea. And I'm also looking at other platforms, but I've now decided it's more important to concentrate on YouTube, and Twitter's almost like the news feed. And I know there are some of you watching now that, you know, I am on Facebook obviously a lot, and Instagram. So if you ever want to contact me or ask me any questions about your channel, your videos, anything like that, feel free. And for those of you that have been sort of talking to me on the not TQ, but connected with me anyway, awesome, keep doing it. I really value your feedback and your interest in conversation. So yeah, so anyway, I'm going to leave you now. This is sort of the after show, but yeah, if you are interested, if any of you watching now that have a channel and would be interested in me giving you a few little, I'm not going to be like, I'm going to be constructive in a nice way, in a positive way. So I won't be like, do this, do that. I'll be like, you know, maybe give you a few little things to work on and think, oh, thanks, Dave. And if that feels like something that'll bring you guys value, comment below. Anyway, so I'll leave you now. Have a great weekend. In my part of the world, it's been very rainy, but hopefully it's going to be a bit drier. I hope you guys have had a great week. Again, I hope you guys got value from this video. Enjoy your weekend. If you're watching this down the road, awesome, hello. Big shout out to all you watching now. You guys all rock. And see you soon. So if you're getting value from this video and you're enjoying the content, please give us a like and a share and subscribe to this channel. You're going to get value from this video.